One of the biggest mistakes in real estate you can make is buying a house that is a money pit. But here's the truth. With the right strategy, you can avoid it. We walk buyers through inspections and repair negotiations all the time. And here's how we help them determine what are value improving upgrades and what are actually just money pits.
When you're going through your inspection or walking through the house, here's some common things to look for that may determine if this house is going to be a money pit. One, look at the foundation. Are there major cracks or movement in the foundation? Is there water intrusion somewhere in the basement where you could see efflorescence or something on the foundation wall that is indicating that water has come in there? Making sure windows are opening properly. Has the house shifted where they're not easy operating? That could be a big determining factor that the house may have shifted. The other thing I like to look at, sheetrock crack. A lot of times you always see sheetrock cracks or cracks in the walls of which ones are straight lines and which ones are at an angle. A lot of times you'll see them above door jambs where they may come out at an angle. That tells me the house has shifted more than it probably should. So is there something more behind that? Looking at the electrical, is the breaker panel put together properly, or has somebody been in there that was not licensed and doing things they probably shouldn't have been doing? Those are kind of a few of the things we look at when we're walking through a house or walking through an inspection with a buyer. Now, when you're walking through the house, what isn't a money pit? Things like grandma's ugly carpet, wallpaper on the wall, the cosmetic things that really date the house, but really don't affect the overall structure. They don't make it not be a solid house. So that's kind of what you're looking for. Hey, this house feels solid when you're in it. You're not seeing the foundation cracks. You're not seeing the water intrusion. It's just ugly carpet. It's older cabinetry, bad paint. Those things don't make the house the money pit. Those are just cosmetic things that are generally cheaper and easier to fix. You're always going to probably have to put money into the house, but it's determining which money is going to be best spent as long as you understand that. If you get under contract, or just understanding when you're walking through the property, having the agent be able to look through some of these things to help you determine, and now let's say you're under contract, what are the things I need to do to protect myself from potentially getting that money pit? Making sure the inspector's on the roof looking at the roof, making sure the HVAC system is looked at so your furnace, your air conditioning aren't going out in the first week that you're in the house. Sewer line scopes. Again, if you walk through the house and see that the house has moved, let's get the structural engineer out there to help protect you and making sure you're fully aware of what is going on, reading through the disclosures, making sure you're understanding everything that that seller has noted about the house, and then also the things your agent and the inspector have found when they were walking through the house to make sure you have the good understanding of what you're buying.
Here's the most important thing to understand. Understand that homes that have cost after you purchase them can sometimes increase the value. Look at what somebody who flips homes for a living actually does. They understand exactly what the costs are that they're going to go into, and then at the end they realize that, hey, well, if I do all of this work, then the house will be worth more. So it's really just about understanding and defining how much will that cost, and understanding, hey, these are things that are not going to add any value, but I need to have them. Josh talked about a lot of those with foundations, with older windows, with roofs, with mold problems. Those things are things that will cost you a lot of money to have to repair, won't add any value to the property. Understanding and clearly defining those things separates the difference between a money pit and a house that actually adds value. Comment down below what you think a money pit is. I'll answer it and describe how to protect yourself from that exact problem.